welcome to Hershey Land today. Hershey's has always been in my family for generations after generations, and we're using everything with Hershey's today. We're making Hershey's soft chocolatey chips. Now, chocolate chip cookies come in many different ways and styles. There's crispy, there's soft, there's all kinds of ways to make chocolate chip cookies. But today we're making Hershey's chocolate chip cookies. 3/4 cup of granulated sugar. Make sure, folks, always add what the recipe calls for or it will not come out. I can guarantee it. Alright, now I'm going to get the light right.
How about the butter? You didn't tell them about the butter.
Okay, we also need 1 1/2 stick cups of butter. That's a stick and a half. Someone reminded me, because sometimes, folks, at my age, we forget. I have to get this out with my hands. Brown sugar sometimes has a habit of clumping together. We don't know what causes it. We don't know why. There we go. Now, what I'm going to do now is, I have to get my vanilla. Yeah, it's just a beautiful day outside, folks. It's just a lovely, beautiful day today. I have to grab my vanilla. I know it's in here someplace. There we go. I know everything basically is in my house. I know how I do everything is. Now we're going to cream the butter and the sugars together. But my favorite brand of chocolate is Hershey's. I always will swear by it, no matter what kind of chocolate I make, it's always going to be Hershey's. One thing, make sure when you soften your butter, you should keep it out for 4 to 6 hours. You really want it to be creamy. Alright, now the next thing I want to do is grab my measuring spoon. I want to add in a teaspoon of vanilla extract. And growing up, even as a little girl, we always had Hershey's chocolate around. Hershey's chocolate syrup, Hershey's cocoa powder, everything was always Hershey's. I don't know why this was not open. Oh, okay, 1 second, we'll get it. Sometimes these things are just not open. You think that you get new vanilla and you forget to open it up. Here we go. Okay, we're going to cream this together. We're going to add in 2 eggs. Now, my grandmother Elizabeth always used Hershey's. And she also, her butter was always Breakstown. Okay. 2 eggs. Okay, you want the dough to look like this, nice and fluffy. Now I'm going to go to the next step. I'm going to put my vanilla away because I have a habit of forgetting to put things away and I can't find things. It's a little slippery over there. I have to be careful to mop something up later. I'm not going to add in my flour. I'm adding in 2 1/2 cups of flour. This is going to be my dry ingredients. 2 1/2 cups of all-purpose flour. Every chocolate chip cookie, folks, is different when you bake it. Did you know that? I'll make sure we have this right. Yep. Okay. Now, the next thing is a teaspoon of baking soda. Let's close everything up now. Because as you get we're going into summertime, folks, and unfortunately with humidity, sometimes everything can dry out. I'm adding in 1 teaspoon of baking soda.
It's beautiful outside.
Sure is. My son says it's absolutely gorgeous outside. I absolutely love living in the country. Oh, I could not have asked for anything better. Okay, we actually live in the Pine Barrens. Make sure this is not salt because I almost made a tragic mistake 2 days ago. Baking soda. I must have been tired or something. I don't know what I did, but somehow I was making something and I almost added the wrong thing. It was salt and it would have been horrible. Okay, dry into the wet. Now you can see it's very floury, folks. Now we've got to grab it. We've got to pull this together. You want to form this into a really good cookie dough. I might have to chill this for a little while because it's awfully crumbly in my hands. I can feel it. We'll have to see how it comes out. Here we go. When we were growing up, I actually remember we used to eat cookie dough, including my kids. I'm sure my cameraman remembers eating cookie dough.
Yep, no more though.
Yeah, it's sad. I can't eat cookie dough. Good question.
I think it's just something you grow out of. At least I did.
Yeah, who knows? There we go. Now you want the dough to be really thick in consistency. Now, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to grab the chocolate chip and just wash my hands. Okay. I want to probably put it in the refrigerator just for a little while. I just want to make sure that I can actually grab it without it falling apart in my hands. Okay, now I'm going to grab my Hershey's chocolate chip. This is Hershey's, by the way. That's about a cup. You can use milk chocolate, you can use semi-sweet, it doesn't really matter. Now we're going to pull this together. Okay, Misty, any more noise like that? You get hot water.
That's the amber.
Okay, we got this together enough. I think we can actually use this now. Alright, I'm grabbing a cookie sheet. But you have to put it in the refrigerator when you obviously when the cookies are baking. Okay, let me just make sure this is nice and dry. Okay. I'm going to make a meatball out of these cookie doughs in the shape of a meatball. Okay. Misty? I guess she wants attention.
It's Amber.
Amber, shame on you.
They have a rivalry going on for who gets to own that box.
Yep. Kitty cats want attention all the time. Yeah, I was just saying, it was always a dream of mine to live in the country. I have a thing about living in the country. It's peaceful out here. It's quiet out here. You know, you can plant your own garden here. It's absolutely beautiful living here. And we're going to probably bake this for about 7 to 8 minutes. Now you can see it's starting to fall apart in my hands, folks. It's because it's humid out. And sometimes it's very hard to get dough to want to stick together when it gets warm. So you have to refrigerate it for just a little while. Okay. Yeah, it's falling apart in my hands. So now I'm going to wash my hands off. Look how beautiful this is. Now I'm going to pop this in the oven, folks, for about 7 to 8 minutes. You don't want your cookies to stick to the sheet ever. Now you find them sticking, then you might have to add a little grease onto it or parchment paper. Yeah, this cookie sheet's sort of getting a little bit old now. And this one's sticking a little bit, see? These cookies are absolutely perfect, wonderful chocolate chip cookies. And everything I made today was made with Hershey's. You know, Hershey's is really delicious. I always use it, you know. I'm sure by it. And here we have delicious Hershey's and chocolate chip cookies from Deborah White's Home Country Kitchen. Have a great day. Please subscribe to my wonderful YouTube channel.